holiday observed annually on November 11th. It honors military veterans, those who have served the United States Armed Forces. It marks the anniversary of the end of World War I, when major hostilities were formally ended at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918, when the armistice with Germany went into effect. The United States previously observed Armistice Day, but this holiday was renamed Veterans Day in 1954. And now today, on the 11th hour of the 11th day of this 11th month, we make new Coronado history as we dedicate the city's first Ashore art installation, including the Naked Warrior statue, in honor of the U.S. Navy UDTs and SEALs and the city of Coronado's long and meaningful relationship with the teams. I am the son of a SEAL, and I have enormous pride and respect for the men who go through the rigorous training and serve our country. For approximately 70 years, that training has been conducted not far, in fact, just south of this site, and it produces our nation's elite warriors that our country relies upon for complex and no-fail special operations missions worldwide. I would like to recognize right now my father, Melvin Tanaka, UDTRA Class 41. I don't hesitate in mentioning that he's the hardest working Tanaka. I think I'm about fourth place in that ranking structure. But it's an honor to recognize my dad today, and it's certainly an honor to recognize all the men and women who are here today and have served our country. We are in the midst of patriots, as well as the family and friends of those who have nobly served. I'd like to ask all the service members and veterans who are here today to please stand and be recognized so we can thank you. Veterans. Booyah.
Booyah.
Thank you for your service to this country. And now I'd like to also recognize my mother, Karen Tanaka. I don't know who's harder working, but I know who's the glue that holds the Tanaka family together, and it's my mom. I ask for her and all the family members of any service members to please stand. I say to you that we know that you've been through difficult times and have often shouldered a heavy load in your loved one's absence. This city thanks you for your service and thanks you for putting the country first. Thank you. We celebrate Veterans Day once a year, and then somehow life goes on. But I think it's most appropriate that we recall on this occasion and on every moment when we are faced with great responsibilities, the contribution and the sacrifice which so many service members and their families have made in order to permit this country to now occupy its present position of responsibility and freedom. We are gathered here together in this beautiful setting to celebrate a historic day of peace. Today we honor those who have made our freedom possible. It is now my pleasure to invite Rear Admiral Chernowski to the podium to receive a commemorative coin from the City of Coronado marking this Veterans Day 2016 and the dedication of First Ashore, and then to ask him to please share some thoughts with us on this special event. Admiral, welcome, sir.
Yeah, wow. Incredible turnout. Thank you, everybody, for being here this morning. This is incredible. Mayor Tanaka, I really appreciate the kind words. Really very grateful in recognizing the spouses and dependents and family members whose sacrifices are just as deep as many of our veterans in attendance today. So thank you for that. Jeff, Tyler, appreciate you being here this morning. I think it's really important. The effort you have the commission put forth to recognize the underwater demolition teams of World War II and the long-standing history of naval special warfare in the city of Coronado, the place we've called home for over 70 years. Thank you. Dave, here to represent the National Navy UDT SEAL Museum, an organization educating a generation of Americans about our history and the significant contribution of our forces past and present. As I in active duty, Brian and Russ, the admirals, my colleagues. Thanks for being here this morning from 3rd Fleet and Southcom. I really appreciate it. As I look around and I start going down the list here, Admiral Lyons, Admiral Smith, Irish. I don't know if I saw Admiral Worthington this morning or not. Melvin, some stoics in our community, Mel, Moki. I see Andy Tefelsky out there. I saw Buzz. I've seen many others. And so, although we all of us possess the body that men fear and our enemies fear and women love, when they unveil the naked warrior today, we would hope that you all remain fully clothed. No chance. So, an icebreaker, I guess. Beautiful day again in Coronado. A little warm, but for you in the shade, we will be brief. Marcy and I are grateful to be here on behalf of the men and women of Naval Special Warfare to participate on Veterans Day in the unveiling of the Naked Warrior with a theme of First Ashore. Marcy and I, as well as many of Naval Special Warfare sailors, veterans, and leaders in attendance here today, are proud to join you to honor the men of the underwater demolition teams and celebrate our rich history with Coronado. Those who may not be familiar with our history may look at this sculpture and think, wow, things have really changed. While the basic roles and missions carried out decades ago haven't changed all that much, the nature of conflict has changed. And we, the Naked Warriors, have evolved to meet the challenges and seize the opportunities to fight and win against our enemies and protect our sacred homeland and its freedom and its values. We're no longer outfitted with just dive masks, fins, K-bars, slates, grease pencils, and explosive charges. We're using sophisticated technology to confirm the identity of enemy combatants. We're employing unmanned aerial vehicles to locate and target terrorist elements while donning very advanced body armor, ballistic helmets, incredibly advanced visual augmentation, and individual weapon systems. We've evolved from the underwater demolition team's mission of First Ashore to open the beaches for every major amphibious assault in the Pacific during World War II, so that coalition forces could fight and defeat an enemy motivated by a perverse and skewed ideology of hate and superiority of race. To the SEAL teams of today, who are first ashore globally to assure partners and fight and defeat an enemy motivated by a perverse and skewed ideology of hate, intolerance, and superiority of theology. More than 70 years have passed since the days of the underwater demolition teams, yet two universal values have intersected consistently throughout. First, the type of person drawn to our community, the call not only to be someone special, but to serve and believe in something special. Call them Naked Warriors, frogmen, men with green faces, SEAL operatives, special boat operators. Whatever the title, they serve with the same raw, pure, and naked initiative, commitment, determination, and courage of their naked forefathers. They are credited with tremendous military and strategic achievements and individual acts of valor, heroism, and nearly 300 have made the ultimate sacrifice in the service of this great country and the testament of the UDT legacy. The second universal value is the dedicated support of the communities who welcome us to the city of Coronado. You have understood the necessity of a strong military defense, and you have always supported us and our families. For more than half of a century, Coronado has been a home away from home for many of our service members and their families. Multiple generations have trained here, and it's not just south of here. Every frogman has been issued a set of fins and masks as his first piece of equipment, and the K-bar to cherish what their equipment means to their mission has started right in the bay behind us. Many have come and gone. Some have stayed, raising their children, teaching in your schools, coaching your sports. working and establishing businesses here. And not to be forgotten is the tremendous outpouring of love and support that you have shown to those we have recently lost, with Chief Charles Keating IV and Chief Jason Finan. The way Coronado comes together to honor our heroes and embrace our families is humbling, and we are forever grateful for your support. Today, Naval Special Warfare has 8,600 active duty and reserve men and women proudly serving our nation. They, like all service members and those who came before them, are committed to protecting the foundational values of our nation: democracy, equality, and freedom for all. We have always worked and continue to work alongside many dedicated patriots across all services: Marines, soldiers, airmen, the Coast Guard, continuing the legacy started by our naked warriors. On this special day of thanks to our veterans who have served or are currently serving, we are proud of our history, and we are grateful to you for honoring it here today. Thank you, Coronado, for your tremendous support and friendship to Naval Special Warfare. And may God bless you. God bless Naval Special Warfare, all veterans, and this great country. Thank you very much.